What is it like to have Kim Kardashian as your mom? It's not selfies all day and doing whatever you want. There are a lot of rules the kids have to follow in the Kardashian-West household. Before we get into it, subscribe to TheTalko and give that like button a click.
If you like crafts and DIYs, check out our friends at CRAFTY Hackers. They have this awesome video about summer life hacks you can't miss. Click in the corner to watch the best summer hacks and DIYs. Make sure you check them out and be sure to leave them a like.
Let's get started. Dress yourself sometimes. Growing up, the Kardashian sisters rarely had any decision-making power when it came to clothes. Strict momager Kris Jenner made sure her kids' wardrobe choices were a done deal. There was no such thing as negotiating when it came to what to wear. Now that Kim Kardashian is a mother herself, she has a strict rule for North's clothes. For bedtime and every morning, North dresses herself. Like a true kid, she loves wearing costumes and crazy pajamas. Kim makes sure that once they're in the spotlight, she's in charge. Kim told the Vancouver Sun, "When we go out, she really just wears whatever I want. She makes it really easy, but we have the compromise." Get a job. You think that being born into the Kardashian empire means you'll never have to work a day in your life again, but you're wrong. Kim Kardashian strongly believes that her children will work. Being a Kardashian-West isn't a first-class ticket out of the job hunt. Kim recalls being a student and having to work to save money and buy the things she wanted. She'll make sure her kids do the same. She said this to the Evening Standard when her friends asked if North was going to get a job. "Are you kidding me? Of course she is. She will have to work for what she wants." Sleep. Kourtney Kardashian practiced co-sleeping with all her children. Her kids sleep in bed with her so she doesn't have to get up and soothe them if they cry at night. For Kim, however, it's a different story. When it comes to sleeping, she's a tough mom. She's very strict with nap time and makes sure her kids sleep in their own cribs or beds. The Kardashian-West kids have to sleep at the same time every night. They also can't delay nap time, otherwise their sleep schedules will change. She told Mail Online, "Maybe on weekends, North will come and sleep in the bed with us, but on normal days, they're sleeping on their own." Stay away from the furniture. Kim Kardashian and husband Kanye West like to decorate their mansion a certain way. Right now, they're going for a minimal and modern look. That means most of their furniture is white or light colored. What do you do with 3 young children who love to play in color? Kim's solution is to not let them play just anywhere in the house. The kids have a dedicated playroom where they go wild. On her blog post, Kim writes, "That's where all the markers, paints, and colors are. By the time they're done there, they have no desire to take a pen to our white furniture." Model. Being a kid in the Kardashian family means doing a lot of things Kim doesn't usually do. One of these things is model. Kim and Kanye have started a children's wear line called Kids Supply in May 2017. Their kids, of course, are the top models for the brand. But modeling is a difficult job that even adults struggle with. Kids like North would much rather run around than stay still in an outfit they didn't even choose. For Kim, though, this is a non-negotiable. As part of the family, being the face of the brand is a necessity. To make up for it, Kim just bribes her kids with candy so they can get through the candid shoots. That's why you can sometimes spot North holding a lollipop in photos. Limit screen time. Despite being proclaimed screen queens, the Kardashians are known to keep phones and gadgets to a minimum when it comes to the kids. For Kourtney's kids, that means only 30 minutes of screen time a day during the week, then an hour on weekends. Kim and Kanye are also instilling a similar rule at their home. Their kids are still pretty young, but they're aiming to set a good example by starting with themselves. So when Kim's with the kids, it means no phones. You may have seen Kim share adorable snaps of her kids, but she makes sure there's a time and place for it. That means no phones in the morning, right before bed, and during meals. Stay in the neighborhood. Following Kim's scary encounter with robbers when she was in Paris, Kim and the rest of the Kardashians have taken extra security measures. Since then, Kim's priority is making sure her family is safe. That means the kids will have to stay mostly inside their well-guarded community. The gated community of Hidden Hills, California is strictly residents only. If they aren't at school or kindergarten, Kim's kids will have to stay within their neighborhood. There's no gallivanting around if Kim or Kanye aren't present with their many security detail. At least we know the kids will be safe, since even Kylie Jenner herself had difficulty entering the gate. Go public. There's no such thing as a private life if you're a Kardashian. For Kim's kids, it's part of life to always be in the public eye. Whether it's on Kim's social media or in actual events, her kids are always ready to be seen. Kim even brought North to Paris Fashion Week in 2014. Even though Kim's activities are mostly for adults, she'll bring her kids along with her. It sometimes backfires though, as North threw a tantrum in the front row of New York Fashion Week in 2015. Even though Anna Wintour was turned off by the spectacle, Kim hasn't stopped taking her kids wherever she goes. Luxury brands. When you're the daughter of the most famous woman in the world, you have to look good every single moment. From an early stage, North is being trained to associate herself with trusted brands. That's why you'll only see luxury designer clothes, bags, or shoes in North's wardrobe. Though only 4 years old, North is decked out in the best of the best. From Hermes handbags to Balmain dresses, Kim is making sure only the luxurious stuff touches North's skin. According to an insider, North even has a stylist and a hairstylist to doll her up every day. That's the price of being one of the most photographed children in the world. Share birthday parties. There are a lot of kids in the Kardashian clan now. Kourtney and Kim each have 3 children, while Kylie, Khloe, and Rob each have baby girls. For Kim, that means no solo birthday parties. In 2017, North and Penelope celebrated their birthdays together with a Moana-themed party. The backyard was decorated with a Pacific Island theme, and they served barbecue ribs with mac and cheese. A Moana lookalike showed up and performed, and they even had a petting zoo. Even though birthdays are now joint celebrations, we're sure the kids will have a blast. Organic food. The Kardashians are very careful about what kind of food their kids consume. Kourtney goes for mostly gluten and dairy-free diet for her kids, but she also lets them indulge in cake or cookies during birthdays. Kim also watches what kind of food her kids eat. She only lets them eat organic food and avoids anything with added sugar. When it comes to snacks, the less processed, the better. She wrote in her blog that she gives North cheddar bunnies instead of goldfish crackers. They're similar in taste and texture, but cheddar bunnies are made with more natural ingredients. We're sure Kim's kids will be eating healthy for life. No nannies on the show. One of the ways the Kardashians keep the empire running so smoothly is by hiring extra help. Each of Kim's kids has a nanny to care for them while their busy parents are off doing what they do. While the nannies have been spotted in public with the children, they can't be seen with the kids on the show. Keeping Up with the Kardashians is strictly nanny-free. The Kardashians know that they'll get a lot of backlash if their kids are constantly seen with their nannies. But Kim, Khloe, and Kourtney grew up with nannies themselves, so we see why it's a rule they'll enforce with their own kids. Kids stay private. While Kim is notorious for bringing North to sophisticated events like Fashion Week, she's strict with keeping her children's daily life private. A former nanny to the Kardashians wrote a 148-page expose about her years in their household back in 2012. While the memoir wasn't as juicy as people hoped, Kim is determined to never let anything like it happen with her children. Everyone who works closely with the children are asked to sign a non-disclosure agreement. This is part of keeping her kids safe. She writes on her website that she's trying to protect her children from people looking for scandals and creating nasty stories just to make a name for themselves. You can't get away with it. Play with your hair. Most kids wouldn't be allowed to play with makeup and hair extensions at just 2 years old, but Kim is all about experimentation and letting her kids express themselves. She allowed North to get her hair extensions in the form of braids when she was only 2 years old. In the Kardashian household, it's all about the look. If braids go well with the outfit, then they're going on, even if you're just a toddler. For Kim, North and cousin Penelope were just being kids copying their Aunt Khloe. No harm in that. No grandma talk. Kris Jenner is a force to be reckoned with, and it shows with how she treats her children and grandchildren. With her fiery personality, she still manages to be so sweet to her grandkids. There is one strict rule in the place, though. None of Kim Kardashian's babies can call Kris the G word. That is grandma. According to Kris, she just doesn't like the sound of grandma. Instead, North, Saint, and Chicago refer to their grandmother as Lovey. Kris heard the name from one of her mom's friends and decided that would be her identity as a grandmother. Of all the grandma nicknames we've heard, Lovey would have to be the most interesting. Don't talk to the paparazzi. Kids are usually taught not to talk to strangers from an early age. You could say it's one of the earliest lessons a kid learns at home. But what about not talking to paparazzi? Kim was told to stop talking to paparazzi even though they flooded her with questions. In the past, Kim would love to respond to the paparazzi with a simple "Hey guys." Nowadays, she's silent and unsmiling when in front of the cameras. We're sure she'll be passing this rule down to her kids who are already so hounded by the paparazzi. Listen to Kanye. The Kim and Kanye partnership is a strict one. Kanye himself has a lot of rules for Kim. He manages how she looks, dresses, and behaves when out in the public. He often tells Kim to keep a lot of things secret, like her second baby's gender and their wedding location. At the end of the day, Kanye has the last say. We're positive this rule carries on to their kids. When Kim pitched a Keeping Up with the Kardashians spin-off series focusing on the kids, Kanye quickly shot it down. We won't be seeing a Keeping Up with the Kids anytime soon. Be social media savvy. Kim K is known for bearing it all on social media. She's dubbed the selfie queen for a reason. For her loved ones, however, she teaches caution on social media. She always tells her younger sisters and her kids to be aware of what they're doing. Since they're always under the media's watchful eye, anything can end up online. But she doesn't want to feel trapped in a certain image. She wants her kids to have control over their own social media identities. "I also will give North the freedom," she said in an interview on the Today Show. Whether they want to take the conservative route or follow in their mom's footsteps, Kim is great with either. The F word. Kim and Kourtney's kids are constantly spending time with each other. They're often in their grandma Kris Jenner's house as well as when shooting KUWTK. And when these kids are surrounded by the grown-ups, there's sure to be some curse words let loose. While it's usually an accident to hear the occasional C word, there's one word that's strictly banned in the Kardashian household. That word is fat. Once Kris was talking to Kourtney and asked her, "Do you think I look fat?" Kourtney quickly reprimanded Kris, saying, "Don't use that word in front of my daughter, please." With Kim also encouraging her kids to be confident with themselves, we're sure the F word is banned at their house as well. Learn to drive. LA is a city built for driving. Add to that the Kardashian love for luxury cars, and you're positive that the Kardashians do a lot of driving. The original Kardashian sisters are often seen behind the wheel of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Now that they've got kids in tow, what cars are we seeing in their driveways? The kids themselves are the ones with the new rides. Everyone from Baby Dream to the eldest Penelope has been seen cruising around in miniature cars. Kim and Kanye will definitely teach their kids how to drive, but maybe not with an all-white Lamborghini just yet. What do you guys think? Are these rules too strict or just right? Let us know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching.